With your hands.
We got a goat cheese and fig arugula here with some balsamic and olive oil. We got Julian's favorite, pepperoni. We got my favorite over here, some anchovies. Andrea's onion and ham. Say happy Pizza Friday.
Happy Friday.
Alright guys, today we are going to make pizza. Thank you for coming back to our channel as a popular request. Well, let me tell you guys a little bit first about how this whole pizza thing started. So the whole quarantine started. We decided that we were craving pizza, but the pizzerias were closed and everything, so we were like, let's try to make it. Whenever we make pizza, we usually will buy the dough from the pizzeria, and then all we just have to come and just prepare it. We never thought it was gonna be so easy, so we said, let's just try to make the pizza ourselves, and we did it. It was a huge success. And as the Fridays kept coming by, because now we only make pizzas on Fridays, Pizza Friday, the pizza started getting better and better. I shared a friend of ours, Nino, he started making pizzas. We started sharing ideas and tips, and they just kept getting better. And honestly, I really don't feel the need to buy pizza from a pizzeria anymore, just because it's nice to make our own dough and, you know, do the own toppings and stuff like that, and plus Julian loves it. Since we've been doing this, thanks to this quarantine, our pizzas have been a huge success, and a lot of our friends and family have asked us, like, how do we make these pizzas? So because of popular request, I'm going to show you guys how we make our pizza. So let's get started. So first of all, grab a little piece of paper like this so that you guys can write down the recipe. Basically, I'm gonna put the recipe right here. I'll put it in the description, but we're making 4 pies of pizza. They're about what, like 14 inches, I think? 14 inches. Obviously, you can make 6 pies, you can make 4 pies, you can make 2 pies, you can make 1 very thick pizza. It's all up to you guys. This recipe includes 2.5 cups of water, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 teaspoons of instant yeast, 1/4 cup of olive oil. We use extra virgin olive oil. 6 cups of flour, preferably the King Arthur's brand flour. That one's amazing. And 2 teaspoons of salt. So those are the main ingredients that we're gonna be using right now. And I am using instant yeast, which you can buy in the supermarket, you can buy it on Amazon, but stay tuned because we're gonna have another channel. It's all gonna be about pizza, and we're gonna show you guys how we make organic yeast, you know, homegrown stuff. So let's get started. All right guys, so here are the ingredients that we're gonna be using. We have our flour, salt, olive oil, yeast, and then we have brown sugar, and then we have our water. All right, so right now we are going to put the flour into this bowl right here. So we're gonna do 6 cups of flour. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. And now we're just gonna mix this together, mix the flour with the salt in here, just like this. Make sure it's nice and mixed. All right, that's good. We'll leave that right there. Now we have this big bowl. By the way, guys, these bowls are from IKEA. They're super cheap, they're amazing. Highly recommend them. All right, so now we have these are 2.5 cups of water. So we have some water here. The water has to be lukewarm, so warm water, not hot. So now we have the lukewarm water right in here. I'm gonna add the 3 teaspoons of yeast, and now I'm gonna add the 1/4 cup of sugar. Add that in there, and I'm gonna mix it. I have Julian's little whisk right here. Just gonna whisk this gently. So it dissolves. And it's nice and mixed here. And now we're just gonna let it sit for a few minutes while the yeast and the sugar do their magic. So the yeast is now ready. I'm gonna add the olive oil next. If you can take a closer look, you see how the yeast is all bubbled up? So it reacted with the sugar and the water. See? See all of that right there? So, by the way, this is the yeast that we bought. When this whole pandemic started, we were only able to find 1 little bottle of yeast in ShopRite, and then we got this yeast from Amazon, which is amazing too. It is made in Canada. It's called InstaFirm. I'll put the link in the description below for this one. So now we're gonna add the olive oil right here, extra virgin olive oil. All right. right. We're gonna whisk this up a little bit. Just a little. Gently. With this baby whisk. Because I don't know where ours is. Now, we're gonna start adding the flour into the mix. Add it all. Okay. Now with this spoon, I'm just gonna start mixing it and turning and mixing and turning. Make sure you get all that dough in there. Starts taking shape. And now I'm gonna start mixing with my hands and start folding it in. Like that. It's very sticky, but keep folding it in there. Keep working the yeast and the flour and the water and the olive oil, all that stuff. Keep mixing in there. See, it's getting a shape right now, like a ball. Keep folding it in. Maybe, probably spend like 5 minutes doing this, maybe, if not less. We're gonna add some flour to the countertop, just a little bit. Like that. And we're gonna bring this ball of dough onto the countertop. That, there it is. And now we're gonna fold it in, knead it in, this. In from the top, from the sides, all around. Keep doing that. All right. So here's the dough. As you can see, it's all nice little ball right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna roll it like this. And so since we're gonna make 4 pies, I'm gonna cut this into 4, just like this. So first I'm gonna cut it right in half. Okay, so now we got 1 and 2. I'm gonna form this one, roll it up like that, make it very even, as even as I can. Now I'm gonna cut this one in half. Now this one, same thing as before, cut this one in half. Okay, and the last one right here. All right, so now we got 4 balls of dough. Now I have 4 little bowls, separate bowls, which I've already coated with olive oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my individual dough balls in each one of these, like this. One here. And that's pretty much it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this with saran wrap. Cover it nice and tight. Everything is all covered now like this, so this is what it should look like. You have your ball of dough in this bowl, a little bit of olive oil on the bottom just so it doesn't get sticky, and then you have the saran wrap. Technically, we usually do this the day that we're gonna make the pizza, but for the purpose of this video, we decided to make it the day before. We've also noticed that the crust tastes a lot better when we let the dough rise for a longer period of time, usually like a day or 2 days. So, but for the purpose of today, we made this tonight. Now tomorrow, when we wake up in the morning, this dough, it's gonna have grown probably up to the top of the saran wrap. It's gonna fill this whole bowl. And basically from there, what we do is, we're probably gonna put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow night, when the time comes to make the pizza, we'll take everything out and we'll get the pizzas going. I really love this recipe because it literally takes me like 10 minutes to create the dough. Then I just forget it, and then when the time comes to make the pizza, it takes me just like another 10 minutes to make the pizza. From like making the actual pizza shape, putting on the sauce, the toppings, and putting it in the oven. Literally, we have a pizza in less than 30 minutes. And over here where we live in the farmland, it's gonna take an hour for us to get a pizza from any pizzeria around here. So this is why I love this recipe. So keep watching and we're gonna start making pizzas.
24 hours later.
So we're back. A good 22 hours have passed by. This is what our dough looks like. You see, it grew almost to the top. We have a few more here. This one, you see how much it grew there. Now what we're gonna do is we got these 12-inch pans. You can get them at ShopRite or Target, wherever. And we got parchment paper, wax paper. We're gonna lay this right over here, like this. And I'm going to flour my hands just a little bit, like that. Okay, put the dough on the pan and we're gonna start spreading it out like this. Get it into the shape that you want. We're doing a round pizza shape. Okay, You keep spreading it out until it gets to the edges. Make it nice and flat and thin in the middle. And the reason that we're using this parchment paper is because we're actually gonna transfer this pizza onto a pizza stone, which is in the oven, getting hot. Keep spreading this out. And actually, I'm gonna make these a little thinner, so I wanna spread it out even more. If you get a little opening like this, it's okay. You can either just squeeze it together or just grab a piece from somewhere else, which I do, and I'll just like patch it up in there. It's okay. Like that. And now we're gonna put this into the pan, just like that. Now I'm gonna get all the other pies ready. All right, so all my pizzas are ready. The doughs are all ready to go. Now I'm gonna top all of the pizzas with our sauce, our cheese, all the toppings that we're gonna use, and we're gonna get them ready to put them in the oven.
By the way, I use Rao's marinara sauce. It's amazing.
Pizzas are all done. I have my oven preheated to 550 degrees, and I also have the pizza stone in there, so let me show you. Right there, and right there. I don't want to open it too much because I don't want a lot of the heat to go away, but everything is ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss my pizza onto the stone on this. So we'll start with this pepperoni one first. With Julie. That. Now we're gonna let that cook in there for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna start seeing the dough bubble. You're gonna start seeing it crisp up. Once it's ready, basically I'm just gonna pull the paper out onto the pan and we're gonna let it cool for a little bit. We're gonna get this bad boy out of here. It is hot. It is very hot. There it is. From the bottom. So let's get this big one and goat cheese in there. So let's put this Andrea's. This is like a massive pizza for mommy. It may not even slide out of the pan. Oh. Woo. Right now I have a fig and goat cheese pizza. I'm gonna finish topping it off with some arugula. I'm gonna get a little fancy over here. Drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, balsamic glaze. Ooh, man. All right, guys, so we just finished making all of our pizzas and here they are. Look how this came out. We got a goat cheese and fig arugula here with some balsamic and olive oil. We got Julian's favorite, pepperoni. We got my favorite over here, some anchovies. Andrea's onion and ham. We got Nino's over here with some spinach and mushrooms. Listen to that crunch. So that's basically how we make our pizzas on Pizza Friday. We really enjoy making this. We really look forward to Fridays. I honestly don't know what we're gonna do when we get back to work and we start working on Fridays again. Maybe we'll do Pizza Thursdays, I don't know. It takes us a few minutes to make the pizza and then we get to enjoy. So if you guys like this recipe, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to subscribe. This is definitely something new that we're doing here on our channel, just for fun, just because we have a lot of family and friends that have been asking us, like, how do we make our pizzas on Friday? So hopefully this video helps you. We hope you enjoy it. We can't wait to see your pizzas, so enjoy, guys. What's he doing? ¿Está rico? ¿Te gusta? ¿Cómo se llama ese? Pizza con pepperoni.
Cheese.
Y cheese. You like it? Say happy Pizza Friday.
Happy Friday.
Peace out, guys.